Welcome back, Star Wars fans, to the Hyperspace Database. I'm Jonesy the Mandalorian, your host here with today's topic, the Bestoon Legacy. The Bestoon Legacy was a modified WTK-85A interstellar transport ship owned by the Sith assassin Ochi, who was first seen in the Rise of Skywalker movie and then in the Marvel Darth Vader comic book series. The Bestoon Legacy was 21 meters long and 7.28 meters high. It was equipped with 2 ion engines and had a hyperdrive unit equipped for light speed travel. It also was equipped with deflector shields. The ship was armed with 1 double laser cannon turret and 2 forward-facing laser cannons. The Bestoon Legacy was a modified WTK-85A interstellar transport, which was developed by the Subpro Corporation for the Sith loyalist Ochi, who was a follower of the Sith Eternal cult on the planet Exegol. The Legacy was used by Ochi to travel to various worlds carrying out the will of the Emperor, though the most we see of the ship was after Ochi died on the planet Pasaana in the Rise of Skywalker, when Rey, Poe, Finn, and the crew try to track down Ochi to find the location of the Sith Wayfinder, which would lead them to find the planet Exegol. As the crew flee from the First Order troops aboard stolen speeders, they happen across Ochi's ship out in the Pasaanan desert, though they can't get to it, as they sink into the quicksand of the desert and seem to perish. We all know this wasn't the case though, and instead the crew finds themselves in a hidden cave system underneath the shifting sands, where they then find the remains of the Sith assassin himself, who could not find his way out of the tunnels. Luckily for the group of rebels, Rey was able to use the Force to heal a Vexus serpent that was injured, who then opened a pathway out of the tunnels for the heroes to climb out of. With the Millennium Falcon impounded by the First Order, the crew needed a new ship to fly, and Ochi's ship was right there waiting for them. The inside of the ship was dusty and cluttered from misuse and age, though it started right up to fly another day. As the crew fled the planet, they made their way to Kijimi so that they could get past C-3PO's programming and interpret the inscription of the Sith dagger that Ochi had. After a scuffle with some locals, who turned out later to be friends, the Resistance fighters used the Bestoon Legacy to infiltrate the First Order ship Steadfast to rescue Chewbacca, who they thought had died back on Pasaana. The rebels were able to recover the Millennium Falcon and escape from the Steadfast, but they left the Bestoon Legacy on board the First Order destroyer, where it presumably stayed until the First Order was destroyed at the final battle of Exegol. While that is about the extent of what we know about the Bestoon Legacy, what about its Sith assassin owner? Ochi was a humanoid alien male from the world of Bestoon, and was in service to Darth Sidious during the reign of the Empire, and even after Palpatine's death at the Battle of Endor. He was an associate of Yup Tashu, who was himself a servant of Darth Sidious and the Sith Eternal cult. Ochi was a killer of Jedi during the Clone Wars, and eventually became a dark side servant and Sith relic hunter in addition to being Palpatine's loyal assassin. In the Darth Vader comic book series by Marvel Comics, Ochi was tasked with hunting down a wounded Darth Vader on the planet Mustafar, to help strengthen the Sith Lord's connection to the dark side. Ochi tracked down Darth Vader and engaged him in battle, though Vader was able to escape into a cave, and then after a heated battle with an alien creature, escaped from that cave where he found an abandoned Actis-class Jedi starfighter, which he fixed up and used to escape the planet, with Ochi in an escape pod docked with a Jedi fighter after a brief struggle between the two. Ochi then traveled with Vader to Exegol, where they met the Emperor and discovered his secret fleet of Star Destroyers, with the Planet Killer cannons attached. Ochi and Vader traveled deeper into the Emperor's compound, where they found an enormous Kyber crystal, which was used to power these immense Planet Killer weapons. As the Sith cultists cut into the massive crystal, it sent out a shockwave of pain, which was so powerful that Ochi's helmet flew completely off, blinding the assassin with the massive released energy. Sometime after this, Ochi was outfitted with cybernetic eyes and assigned to assist Darth Vader in his hunt for Luke Skywalker, which they started doing by tracking down Han Solo and Chewbacca. While Ochi was not Force sensitive, he served the Empire and the dark side of the Force, believing that it guided his actions and justified his crimes, and the Bestoon Legacy was his tool in collecting rare Sith artifacts throughout the galaxy and carrying out the orders of his Dark Masters. Want to know more about Star Wars topics just like this one? Be sure to stick around at the end for some secret trivia, hit those like and subscribe buttons, and check out my other videos for more great Star Wars content. Be sure to chat me up in the comments too, because I love talking to you guys. Super special shout out to my gold captain level Patreon supporters Nick Sutphin, Miss 2003, and Matthew Scott. Your continued support is so much appreciated. Thank you so very much. Be sure to chat with me in the comments, and you can head over to the show's social media as well to chat with me there. Thank you guys so much for watching, thanks for your support, and we will see you in the next episode.